Today I'm going to go over how to use custom ranges and how to use the indirect formula. So basically here I want to separate column A into their own particular range based off of differences that occur in the date. So we're going to start with cell D2. It says if A2 does not equal A1 and A2 equals A3, then return the row. Date does not equal A31, and A31 does equal A31. So this statement is true. It'll return row number 2. If we go to the next one, does A3 does not equal to A2? No, it does equal, so that's false. So it'll return D2, which is the cell above it. So it will continue on. It's going to be false for all of these values here, true for this value. Then once we get to here, does A7, 930, not equal A31? That's true. Does A7 equal to A8? 930 does equal 930, so that's true. So now we're going to return the row number 7. And it'll repeat the same process to get you all the lower ranges. So now we go to here. It's going to count if column D contains the number 2. So if we do that, it says it appears 5 times. The number 2 does appear 5 times. Then we're going to use a second count that says count if there's a number that's less than D2. So we're going to look at the number 2 and see how many numbers are less than 2 in the column D. So if we do that, we have 0. So we have 5 plus 0 plus 1 equals 6. And we have to add 1 because of the header. So now we get to here. It says count if column D is equal to the number 7. Okay. So if we do that, we have 5 occurrences here. It should return the number 5 here. Okay. Now let's go to the second part of the formula. Count if, for the number of times in this list that there's a number that exists that's less than 7. So if we do that, it says there are 5. And if we check, the number 2 is less than 7 and there are 5 occurrences of it. So we have 5 plus 5 equals 10. 10 plus 1 is 11 because we need to include a row for the header. Now we have the upper range. And then for this column, you can just create your own range based off of the lower limit and the upper limit. And then you can specify any column you need. Now let's apply this. Let's try to get different ranges based off of the date. So here we have different ranges based off of different dates that we have here. And let's say I want to return the amount based off of the type and based off of the date. So to do that, we're going to first start by looking at the type, and then we want to separate the range, because if we just use a normal v-lookup, it'll return the first instance, or we'll have to create like a helper column. But let's try to use indirect instead. So it's referencing B2 to C6. That refers to all of this data here. Now we're going to say if B2 to B6, if column B has the word finance in it, and it's going to return the second column. So what we've done is we've separated the range that the lookup can refer to only reference B2 to C6. So now I won't reference B7 to C26. It's going to skip those columns because we're not referencing it. So if you do that, making sure that all your absolute values are correct, all your absolute references, you'll be able to return the amounts that you need based off of the date and based off of the ranges that you've created.